Today's video from ShopStuff, we're taking a quick look at CountLab Model 8 cash register. So Model 8 is the middle machine of the 789 range and is supplied with a compact cash drawer. If you need a machine with a standard size drawer, then please check out the CountLab 9, or we also do the CountLab 7, which is supplied without a cash drawer. So in this video I'm basically just going to use some of the, we've used the register, show you some of the basic features, and hopefully that'll give you an idea as to whether the machine's suitable for yourself or not. So the machine is supplied with a just over 1 meter long mains power cable. So you do need it connected to the mains, it's not a battery operated machine. It's also supplied with 3 mode keys to give the manager control over the programming and reporting positions. So most of the standard operations are carried out in the register mode. So the standard cashier key will go to reg, lock and X only, where you can't do any real damage. Standard sales operation in the reg mode is nice and easy. You simply type in the price of the item. So for £10, 1000. The till automatically inputs the decimal point for you, and then you apply that amount of money to one of your 14 sales departments. So those are these buttons over here. This machine's been pre-programmed on our Platinum service, so the keycaps aren't the standard one. They've got the name of the product or department on each button. The buttons can be pre-programmed with a price as well as a description. So this button here I've had pre-programmed as prescriptions. So it's coming up at £9.35 on the display. There's also a customer rear display which will display each price and also the subtotal at the end of the sale. Another pre-programmed button is here. You've also got a shift key on the register which enables you to use up to 42 sales departments if necessary. You repeat that process for each of the items in the sale. You keep typing in the price, hitting your department, or pressing the pre-programmed department button, and when you've entered all the lines of the transaction you hit the subtotal key. 32.80 is displayed on screen for this particular sale, and remember that this is also showing on the customer rear display. Type in the amount of cash handed over and then hit your cash total button here. The cash drawer fires, enabling you to dispense the change. We'll take a closer look at the drawer shortly, and I'll also take a look at the other payment methods as well in a bit. But for now let's look at the receipt that prints out. So you don't have to have the receipt print out. There's a receipt off buttons to stop it auto issuing. And then you can also issue one on request if necessary. So you can have a logo at the top. You can have up to 9 lines of receipt header message. We've just gone with 3 lines here, so the shop stuff, the phone number and the website. This text here is default and can't be edited, and then you've got your department descriptions showing here, the prices showing in the middle and end columns, and then your totals down the bottom including the crucial cash and then the change. And you've got a footer, or as they call it, a tail message as well, which again we've just programmed 2 lines, but you can have up to 9 lines. I'll talk about the programming of the machine in a bit. If we now look at the cash drawer, so Model 8 comes with a compact drawer, but you've still got 4 note holders with heavy duty metal note clips, so 5, 10, 20 and 50. You've got 4 real coin pots here. They're narrow but quite deep, so you can get a decent amount of coins in, and then you've got this removable large coin tray here, which you can mix maybe some of the larger denominations. There's a media slot at the front. The insert is on rollers, and you can order extra inserts, so the insert is part of the drawer. The keys for the cash drawer, you don't have to leave them in, but you can, if you've got them to hand, you can manually open the drawer using the keys. You don't have to leave them in there. So if we look at another type of transaction you can run through, you've got a multiply button down here. So if you've got pre-programmed buttons, you can do 10 multiplied and then a pre-programmed button, and the till will obviously do the calculation for you. You can do fractional entries, so 1.5 multiplied side of pints. You'd probably use that for, I don't know, materials maybe, or items that are sold by weight. So again, when you've entered all the items, subtotal. You've got 2, obviously in the first sale we used the cash total button there, but you've also got check and card. So if you was a card payment, simply hit the card button. Card is displayed, or credit card is displayed on the bottom of the receipt. The till drawer opens, allowing you to pop in the card slip, I guess, and you can close that over. So that's standard sales operation. You see it's fairly standard. If we have a look at some of the other features on the machine, you've got a received on account button for entering your cash flow at the start of the day, paid out for paying suppliers out, you've got a clear button for correcting mistakes. We've looked at the multiply button. There's a PLU button, so you can have individual PLUs within a department. So these are department categories. You can use them with preset prices, but technically they're departments, and within them you can have PLUs. You've got a refund button here for processing returns. The receipt on off button is here, so you simply hit that and it stops the auto receipt printing out. And then there is a button, receipt issue, for issuing receipts on request. You've got a discount button, so if I pop a £10 sale through my grocery department, hit subtotal, and then ring through a £10 discount, that'll knock £1 off the sale, 10%, and then I can cash that off. So they're kind of the main sales features. So for this price point, it's got a lot of features. If we take a look at the reporting of the machine, and then I'll cover the programming. So you've got a X mode there, so that's for your non-resetting reports, to see how you're doing during a day or maybe just before a shift change. And then you've got your Z mode here. So one of the main differences between the Z mode, between the 789 range and the CountLabs 4, 5 and 6 is you've got a lot more detailed reporting. So you can do a standard financial report that prints a journal out, which I think is the default option. But if you don't want the journal, you don't have to print it. You can scroll down and run a financial report for the day, and that will display on the screen. And then you've got the option to print it. Obviously most people would print it out. So you've got it in order to reconcile the till, and then you can also run a department report for the day. Again, that shows on the display, and then you can run it and take a look at it once it's printed out. And then subtotal brings you back out, and you can go back in and see that the data's reset. It says no record, and then the other one is also reset, so that's all back to 0. So then you turn the key back to the register position. Just take a quick look at what's printed out. So on the first report I ran, I've got all my financial totals. So basically we're looking at the amount of money taken, any refunds, cancels or discounts, and then how much cash have I got and how much by card. So it's quite a simple report. It's basically cutting straight to the chase of how much money that you've got in the till every day. Remember, there is the option, if you want to, you can run the audit version of the report, which gives you this information, but also then a broken down detailed audit report showing you everything that's gone on the till that day, which some people like. And then here's my department report, so it goes into detail about each individual department sale. So you've got the department name, the total amount of sales run through that department, the total value of those sales, and then any refunds and the quantity of those refunds. So yeah, quite a lot of features for the price. In terms of the programming, obviously you can program up to 9 lines of the receipt header message, 9 lines of the footer message, and you can also program the 14 department buttons. You can do those either through the register itself, it's fairly straightforward, or you can program it through the programming utility, the software. If you order the till through the ShopStuff website, obviously the machine's available through different channels, but if you order it through shopstuff.co.uk, which I'd recommend, the till's supplied on 3 different levels of service. So if you order on the Platinum or Gold service, we do all the programming for you. So the way that works is when you place your order, we email you back a setup sheet, which is basically just a sheet for you to fill in with what you want to appear on your receipt header, your receipt footer, and your department names and any prices if applicable. We'll put all that in for you on the Gold service. On the Platinum service, we'll do exactly the same programming, but we'll also fit these keycaps for you, so the buttons are named as per the programming you've sent over. The reason why some people say, why don't you do that as standard, and the reason is just time. So some people don't actually want the department buttons having the keycaps fitted, so we offer the Gold service for them, and then the extra charge for the Platinum is just the time taken to remove all these plastic keycaps, print out and then fit your new ones, and then obviously replace the cap. So it just takes a bit of time, so I suppose there's a separate charge for that, but obviously the service is totally optional. You can program the machine yourself, so if you do that you get it on the bronze service, and then you can use the support videos from CountLab.co.uk, which you can check out, and you can have a crack at programming the machine yourself. Also, if you order through the Shop Stuff website, you get the exclusive prices on the optional extras, so you can get deals on the till rolls for the machine, but also one of the unique things about the CountLab tills is that base and the cash drawer can be separated. So we offer the machine with a cash drawer extension cable, so that allows you to mount the drawer maybe under the counter and the till above the counter, and then there's an extension cable which gives you enough meterage to be able to do that, and that's only available through shopstuff.co.uk. And we also then offer a mains extension cable, so you can get a 2 meter extension cable, which is ideal if you're not, maybe you're running a temporary event, you're not sure where your power supply is going to be, or you know that you're not going to be near a plug. You've got a 2 meter extension cable. And then we'd also always recommend ordering the machine with either a dust cover at the very least, or in hospitality environments with an antimicrobial keyboard wet cover. Just gives the machine a bit of protection against the elements. You can't always control what the machine's exposed to, and this will stop or minimise the chance of any liquid getting in between the buttons. So yeah, that's the CountLab 8 register. So probably appearing on screen now is the CountLab Tills playlist, and a couple of other links to the closest models to this. So I'd recommend checking those out. If you feel I've missed anything out in the video, you can always contact us via the shopstuff.co.uk website. Thanks for watching.